he's a guy who like isn't going to let a slight inaccuracy go. That just told us that we were hitting on a nerve that a lot of people have been thinking about. I think we started working on this before COVID, which obviously like
Or
accelerated people's thinking about public health and pharmaceuticals. And I think Marshall would have, he'd probably say something about RFK Jr. We're like, okay, respect a lot of his ideas. However, like he would quibble with a lot of the particulars. He's a guy who like isn't going to let a slight inaccuracy go, and he's very principled and he's honest, and he would respect a fellow outsider, but also point out that there's a few things that we need to be talking about. So we should stage a little animated debate between them.
when we started talking about this, this was kind of like there was a big kind of cultural shift that happened like after we had kind of been working on this. And so even just the idea of like conspiracy theorists was just a totally different thing, I feel like back in 2019 than it is now. And it sort of like kind of felt like a pendulum swing every time where I was worried like people are not gonna want to hear this kind of shit anymore. This is done, and then it kind of goes back and moves in our favor and back and forth. But ultimately, at the heart of it, I think we've got these kind of big themes that feel like they're kind of coming back around to feeling very relevant and everything. But also, like we were just like, let's just focus on Marshall as a character and his relationship with Francis and um, yeah, all this other stuff is just kind of, sort of the icing, I guess.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
as we were working, there were all these moments where we're like, "Oh God!" Like mushrooms are having a moment, or
Right,
psychedelics,
right,
or and
exactly.
now that it's coming out, it's like, okay, well, that just kept going. We didn't
Right,
miss it, I don't think so.
right, exactly, exactly.